そうか。
Alright, we're good. Gameplay, here we go.
Alright, look at this.
Matt and Itsuno have very kindly given Gabriel Rawhide as well.
Sweet.
So we have Rawhide, which wasn't in the demo.
That's right. Exactly. He's going to play with Rawhide here. Got to be one of the first people outside of the media to play.
Pretty much.
With Rawhide.
Wire grapple, good start.
Anybody that has the demo at this point probably knows this battle pretty well.
Yeah.
I think some people might have played this more than once.
体験版に出してるんで、ゴリアテのちゃいますけど、ゴリアテのその戦闘をね、すごく空中から降りないプレーをしてる人とか、パンチラインだけで倒すやつとかね、すごい面白いのが出てるんで、ちょっと彼にも期待したいです。
Yeah, we're hoping to see some big things from Gabriel. We've seen all kinds of stuff from the demo. We've seen videos of people like, for instance, they get to the Goliath at the end of the stage, and they'll do stuff like they'll beat him without having ever touched the ground. For instance, you know, we saw, what was it, last week? I think we saw somebody who actually beat the Goliath on top of the church. He never actually got through the church. That was amazing.
Crazy, yeah.
屋上キッズね。
そう。
ゴリアテがかわいそうに。
Okabe-san says, yeah, I'm watching that. I actually felt kind of bad for the Goliath.
Carlo is still here, so he will be joining us in a minute.
Oh, nice!
He's currently having he's on a business call at the moment, but he will be joining us by the set to talk about all the Nero scan model stuff.
Ooh.
Oh no starts.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I was trying to skip the.
That's
I was trying to skip the thing. My bad.
Oh, that sounds. Like, I stopped trying to skip the cutscenes at the beginning. Did it in the middle to like make sure that didn't happen.
All right.
That's all right. You both get one.
Most durable enemies I've found
Yeah.
so far.
These guys can just soak up the damage. Well, they don't really do anything to you. They just kind of run away.
Yeah, these guys are sponges, aren't they?
Yeah, but they give you lots of red orbs.
They're
like walking treasure chests.
そうですね。ほっとりますか。こいつほっといたら地面潜って逃げようとするんで、それだけ阻止してれば倒せると思いますね。
Okay,
yeah, for those red and Pusa, you guys, anybody that's played against them will know that they're only on screen for a certain amount of time, and then eventually they kind of run away. So you definitely want to take care of those guys as soon as possible.
Yep,
that's true.
Nice. All right.
And in terms of abilities that unlock, he has. So this should be more or less the same abilities that he has in the demo, just with extra devil breakers. So this is not like fully unlocked Nero.
That's right. Yep. This is not fully powered up Nero. We wanted to save. We were spending the first couple minutes setting up for the stream from this end, kind of telling Matt, look, we don't want to unlock this. We don't want to unlock this.
I was begging. I was saying, Matt,
keep some of this stuff.
Please be reasonable about it. And he was like, no.
Right.
Matt Walker has spoken, and I'm not going to challenge that.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I know we've had a lot of people that have said, look, you know, there's certain areas, there's a lot of stuff that some people are saying, look, Capcom, you're kind of showing a lot here.
True.
We don't want to be completely spoiled for the game, and so we're trying to do our best to say, look, we understand.
Yep.
From a PR perspective, from a marketing perspective, there's still some stuff that we want to show because we think that people are going to be pretty excited about it, but we also understand that there's a lot of people that want to go in without being spoiled. So we're trying to let everybody know, like, look, we understand, especially now moving forward here, if you want to go in completely fresh, do your best to mute everything that you can. It's only a week left.
Yeah, literally. We've got like 9 days or so now, isn't it? Yeah. It's one of the hardest things about being involved with a game like this. Is just like you want to tell everybody everything, and you can't.
Oh yeah.
I just want to like all my like gaming mates. I just want to tell them like literally everything, but you can't.
Oh man, yeah. I know how it goes. Man.
You
I
more
love
than
that
anyone.
cutscene.
You more than anyone.
You know, me. I don't know. Maybe Isuno especially.
I suppose, yeah. From the earliest point of development. Ooh, got cancels. Nice.
There's still, even about this game, there's all kinds of stuff that we can't wait for people to see it on their own, you know. We want to tell you, but we don't want to spoil it for you.
No. It's always best to like discover stuff naturally.
Hearing these guys up.
Oh, we're switching. We're switching. I'm still wondering when he's going to bring out Rawhide. I'm sure he's got an idea in mind.
Look at that. Double S. Triple S. Nice.
Smoking sexy style. I think that's the best abbreviation we've had for the Triple S yet.
Smoking sexy style. You got it, dude.
Was that one of yours, Matt? That definitely sounds like one of yours.
No, a lot of people say, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, Matt, did you come up with, like, for instance, yeah, that stuff, for instance, the style terms, for instance, or like, Matt, are you the narrator? No, I'm not. I'm not the style voice. Oh, nice, he's going up there getting the red
This
orbs.
is all this stuff I had no idea about. Like, you've already seen 2 areas I didn't even know.
Is he gonna get up there? Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh, nice. I can't tell
I
how
didn't
hard
even know
that
this.
Isma-san says, "Oh,
And
What?
there's even another one up here. You just got to stand still.
look at you, even know that, man. Oh, man.
That's what happens when you play the demo too much.
Hardcore. I had a stream. We were doing that thing in Japan we call Capcom TV a little while back, and I was playing this level, and we were trying to get on top of the horse, and I could not do it on the stream. As embarrassing as that is.
So we need to get Gabriel out next time.
Here we have
fly him out to Japan.
Gabe did it on his first try, essentially.
Pretty much.
That's ridiculous.
That was
That's
badass,
what happens
man.
when you rinse the demo probably like 100 times.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I respect it.
Nice.
I respect it a lot.
だいぶやり込んでるね。
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice, there we go.
Man, you are like making bank right now. Look at this red orbs. I don't even know how you do that down sword move.
Well, this one.
Yeah.
It's just
一緒に上げるには
split.
レベルブレーカーねまずどんどん使った方
I
が
must have played
Man,
for
so it's
a whole game without using it once.
Hopefully, I think Gabe can tell. But I mean, from the dev point of view, really the idea is that you want to go through those devil breakers. Don't be afraid to use those break age moves. Obviously, you do want to be careful so that you don't completely run out.
Skip.
But I mean, from a stylish point of view, it's really all about trying to use those devil breakers and using the break age moves and going through them here.
Yeah, you're definitely incentivized to, get creative and break them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going for, from the dev point of view. We've kind of explained this in a couple of interviews at this point, but we want to have differentiation between the 3 characters. We didn't want Nero and Dante to kind of be clones of each other. And when we came up with V, the reason that V is such a completely different concept is very much that we go, look, he's not just like, there's no point in making a new character if the new character isn't gonna be different from the other characters.
Yeah.
In that case, it's just a skin, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
we very much tried to make sure that the gameplay was differentiated for all 3 characters. And that's why, Dante is all about changing styles, changing weapons on the fly. Nero is all about, okay, he's got these devil breakers, and how can I use these? In what order should I use these? And when should I use these?
Right, I'm just going to set up Carlo here so that he's joining us on the mic as well. In fact, Carlo, do you want to... I'll jump out a sec. Do you want to, just jump on? And then, Matt, if you want to talk to Carlo about all the Nero scan model stuff.
All right.
Cool.
Let's do that.
Where did I come from again?
Hey Matt, can you hear me?
All right, Connor, what's up, man?
Yo, how's it going? It's going exciting. Gosh, watching this thing gets me getting me excited. I have to play it later again.
What's it feel like to see yourself tearing apart demons?
Casual Monday to Friday,
Casual
work.
Monday. There you go.
Usual day in the office. It's great, honestly. It's cool. It's kind of cool to see how the developments come from, when I used to play games when I was like 17 and 16, to now, and just how the detail and the gameplay and what you can do with it's a whole nother level. So it's kind of cool to come back and revisit everything a bit. It's very cool.
It's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm sure. Obviously, you're a model. So there's very specific things that you have to do with your hair and your look, I would imagine. But man, someday if we could see you with like short white hair like Nero, man, that'd be insane, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It would be pretty cool. I'm going to this, so anyone who wants to come join, I'm going to the games convention in Milan from the 8th till the 12th, and so I'll be there. And I am considering potentially to go white in my hair and clean shaven, so there's an option. Depends how much they pay me.
Awesome. That's crazy, man.
They do like a just for men
You
white.
remember-
Is that a thing?
Trust me.
Just for men white. They must do.
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, it's like silver. It does look quite cool because the hair, like Nero, I can see it right now. So the hair Nero's got there is obviously exactly like very similar to what I had when I was doing it. So it's shorter, but I have had it short like that before. So there definitely there's possibilities. I'll do a vote online.
That's amazing, man.
See what people want.
Do you remember when we actually did the scan in Serbia?
Yeah, of course I do. Amazing.
How was that, like, as an experience? I'm assuming you haven't done anything like that before, right?
Yeah, it's different. So I haven't really done scans like that before. I've done scans for certain animations in videos, but not in games. So nothing game related.
Okay.
And you know,
So
yeah.
was that the same kind of thing where they kind of had you, so a scan, right? A scan, for anybody that doesn't quite understand. We scan Carlo. He's the model. We put Carlo like in a big circle of cameras and got a bunch of pictures of him. And then with that, we can make 3D data of him. And that's how you get the Nero model in the game.
Yeah.
When you were doing that stuff for animation that you were talking about, was it that same kind of thing, or was it something different?
No,
Okay.
you know, and sometimes they want to, they switch between my actual face and it's like an animation. So that was, and it was very basic. When we did it, I mean, it was like, was it 200 cameras around this cool little pod? I can't remember. I think it was like 200, right? 200
So
cameras?
yeah, it was something like, I forget how many.
It's crazy.
Yeah, actually, I want to say at least 50 or 60 some cameras,
Oh, maybe
and that's
that.
just for your body. And then we did it again for your face, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool. So yeah.
And when we did it for your face, you probably remember we actually had you kind of make all these different faces, right?
Yeah. I had this guy.
It was like doing all that different stuff, right? Yeah.
Trust me.
When you were doing your animation stuff, what did you do that the same kind of thing, or was it just basically in one state?
No, that was not. So with Devil May Cry, when we did that, obviously we had all these different expressions, and there's obviously, I didn't even know, if for all of you guys out there who don't know, there's this alphabet for facial expressions. I had no idea about that. So when
I've
they
never heard of that.
yeah, it's mad, yeah. So when they start introducing me to these different expressions, I was like, how do you even do that expression? I didn't even know it existed. So
Right.
it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
we did have. There was a lot of coaching, wasn't there?
Yeah. So there's a
Right?
guy
Like, yeah,
in
you
front of
need
me.
to do this or whatever. Yeah.
Full thing, like.
And that's also that we can have the data so that when the character talks, the character wasn't necessarily the actor for the character is not Carlo, right? That's actually somebody else. That's John Young Bosch. He's actually the one that does the acting and the voice acting. And
Yeah, good
when
guy.
Johnny Young Bosch makes different faces, we need the technology to make it so that your model is making those same faces. And so to do that, then we end up scanning your face like that in all these different configurations, so that the 3D model, the 3D data, can represent that. Look at that, finishing it off with a taunt.
Boom.
That was nice.
Nice, Gabe. Nice,
Great.
dude.
Lots of enemies in this room.
Good character, yeah. It was good.
I'm loving the use of
Good
red.
gameplay as well, good gameplay.
Nice one.
That's
Nice,
great.
man.
Matt, did you have to do all this stuff when you did, what was it, the Resident Evil Zombie? Or was it a lot more straightforward?
Nope. For me, it was a lot different. For the Resident Evil's nice getting up there, getting up in another secret
Another
spot.
secret area.
Proper, like, DMC parkour.
Maybe we should have actually mentioned spoilers for the stream.
This is a scene I played at the event we had in London.
That's right.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember
You played it. You played it there. That's right. We got a picture of you sitting at the kit.
that? Oh yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. For the zombie thing, Matt. That was a little different. They didn't get my like facial expressions and stuff. We have a couple amazing 3D modeler arts here that they did take like a kind of static 3D scan of me, and then from there they really changed it all.
Okay.
And that's because it was a zombie. It really wasn't meant to be something where we were gonna have
No,
like
you weren't like a main character or anything like that. Yeah.
Exactly. But like for instance, we have our buddy Miguel Cordy, the head of localization. He's in Resident Evil 2 as the cop.
Oh, really? That's sick.
Yep. And Miguel, yeah.
You do a lot of like
I wanna say-
in-house kind of casting by the sounds of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we have a whole bunch of different people here that, you know, because we use so much of the scanning tech, we have a lot of people on the side that we have scanned for various different reasons. For me, yeah, I was scanned, for instance, as a zombie in RE2. I've been scanned before as other stuff too. I mentioned also that you see these kind of husks of people, especially in this stage here in Devil May Cry 5. That's me and that's a modeler from the game, Alexander Jaude, who the two of us, like, kind of in these different configurations, and they actually scanned us. In the end, they changed the model so much you can't tell that it's us at all.
Are you in this? Are you in this game somewhere?
In this one, yeah, like, it's just you see the husks of the people.
Okay, no, but like, are you in this one somewhere? Like, fans like dig deep enough, are they gonna find, like, you know, a corpse with like your face on it or something?
Nah, they're not gonna find anything that they'll be able to recognize.
Okay. Skip. Sorry.
Nah, so here's the battles that's not in the demo.
Yeah, it's not. This is when you get first introduced to these annoying guys. What are these called?
So I don't know.
Is it quite? Yeah.
They got like double meat.
Mad.
Yeah. They're really sturdy.
These guys are Hell Antinola is what they're called.
Okay. Have you taken any damage yet? No. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. I just wanted to ask. Okay. Yeah.
だから気をつけ
These
て
guys are definitely
対
annoying
応
for
し
that.
ないと攻撃食らうと思います。
The point with these guys, as you can tell, is you knock them back. That's when they come
Yes.
at you like that
Yeah.
with their cleavers. So you got to be careful of that. Nice finish. Nice kill camera.
We're getting
Even
close.
though Gabe has only played the demo for the most part, he's doing pretty well against all these guys.
He's showing me all this extra stuff, like these like little like cubby holes. Didn't know were there. Like,
Yeah.
you've been in two like secret rooms in the scenery that I didn't know were there. You just gotta
Oh,
explore.
I know.
Like they've literally been through the game with a fine-tooth comb.
A lot of the secrets here.
ちょっと初めて見た人、簡単なゲームめちゃめちゃ簡単。
You know, Matt, in retrospect, maybe we shouldn't have had people that are so good at the game because people are going to see the stream and they're going to think that it's a relatively easy game.
No, I've still got to play my V section yet. That's fine. They're
There you
definitely.
go. There you go. Okay.
I'll
So you
die
can
on
still
purpose.
prove- you can still
I'll
prove
die
that.
on purpose.
Right on. Come on, gotta go.
Okay. Got a bit of a.
All right, here we go. It's Goliath time.
I'm doing a bit of a live stream on my Instagram as well. So you've got a bit of a
Cool.
live feed.
Live streaming Instagram. We can hit because we don't normally do Instagram, so we're literally hitting all
I know.
the broadcasting
All
channels
the platforms,
as well.
all the platforms today.
This is the first time Capcom Europe's ever done this.
It's great.
I'm excited.
Matt, should we do a few more questions regarding the scan and stuff, and then that'd be quite cool to capture that while he's doing his game here, which is pretty cool.
So, like you said, it was the first time you've done the scan model stuff, isn't it? So, like, is it just something you're probably going to pursue again more in the future?
And do you know what? It's interesting. So it was a really good experience. Often, when it comes to modeling jobs, it's quite a straightforward kind of thing you do. When it comes into commercials and more acting, you have a bit more variation what you can do. But this was quite a different concept. So actually doing something that was quite outside of the box and slightly
diversifying the portfolio.
Exactly,
isn't it?
exactly. And it was a bit more, it's has a bit more longevity. Obviously, it's integrated in a game. It's going to be, there forever.
This is going to sell millions. So
exactly.
Literally,
exactly.
There's going to be a hell of a lot of people seeing your face.
Exactly. So, and it's just, I guess, really fun way of actually capturing, the face rather than just having it for a shoot or for a billboard or something. It was actually quite nice to kind of have a bit of movement. Obviously, with Nero's expressions, it's crazy the different expressions you can see in the game. In the video.
How did you first find out about this job then? And did Matt Nitsuno contact you, or did you see an advert somewhere? How did it come about?
It was actually through a production company.
Okay. And
with my agent. So they got in touch and said, look, it'd be great to kind of do something together. Yeah. And the first year and a half was quite secret. Obviously, we couldn't share anything about what we were doing.
I imagine you made NDA'd up to your eyeballs.
The whole thing, contract and the whole thing. So it was all super secret. Yeah. And I had a few people writing me and being like, is there something going on? I had no idea how they leaked it. People always leak stuff, especially in the gaming world. They find out early.
Okay, yeah. It's all like Chinese whispers through the grapevine, isn't it?
Exactly. Just denying everything. But it was good. And then obviously when we 6 months ago, so when Matt and we released the whole in the press conference, and that's when it kind of blew up a bit, which was good. Yeah, but it's really good experience, and I think in the future definitely would be really cool to get involved with other games and anything else.
Yeah, man. You never know. I'm sure other games companies once they see Nero here, then
send my
there's
portfolio.
The potential there,
send my portfolio and have a bit of a game stream.
Definitely.
which is cool. But yeah, it's been exciting. So good to have it come out and see before release, see what people think of it.
Yeah,
Really.
I'm sure the same with Matt and Suna, we're kind of on tenterhooks to see what the Metacritic score for this game is.
Yeah.
I recken it's going to be very high.
Yeah.
Very high. There's been so much positive feedback on this game.
Yes,
That's a big finish.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try my best not to embarrass myself here.
Why you XG かな?
あ
Why'd you go? All right, here we go. So this is really our first V gameplay, official V gameplay here outside of Japan.
It is.
Here we go.
I'm going to leave all the commentary to you and Carlo so I can concentrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, good. You're going to concentrate. So
Yep.
right off the bat, you're going to see the way that V plays is different from Dante and Nero. Really, the idea was we wanted to separate the portion that you protect and the portion that attacks. So he has, as you can see here, Griffin, who is his approximation of a long-range attack, and Shadow here, who's his approximation of a melee attack. And so they would be the same buttons on the controller that you would expect to use for Nero and Dante's guns and swords, respectively. V uses these two familiars to attack for the most part. He's got one other we'll show in a little bit. And looks like Matt's already taken damage.
I did, yeah. I was not paying attention to what was going on.
There you go.
There we go.
And you can, but you have to go in for the last attack there and finish him off with V, as you can see.
Yeah.
And so V uses this cane to finish off the enemies. Once they've gotten to what we call, in the game terminology, it's called stalemate. And as you can see there, when you lock onto the enemy and they're in stalemate, their health meter turns orange there.
That's pretty cool.
All right, he's pulling out Nightmare. Nightmare is essentially his double trigger. You're going to pull the double trigger when you have enough bars there, and you'll be able to call out Nightmare. And Nightmare is going to automatically attack the enemies, but you can also control him yourself if you do what's called promotion. It's a skill that you can unlock, and you can ride him.
Oh, yes. I love that. It's interesting, isn't it, with V as well? Like, I think it's quite a cool contrast compared to, like, Nero Dante, because obviously he's as an individual not as strong as Nero Dante, but then obviously has help of all these amazing animals that can obviously help him to kind of be more flexible and have a bit of a different way of playing. I guess it makes the game experience.
He's got
Exactly.
a very different playstyle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
which is cool.
And that exactly, you're very right, and very much the design is very based on that because he's not part demon like Dante and Nero, because he's human. The idea is, all right, well, we don't want him to appear as kind of beefy and strong as Dante and Nero. And he should be a little more fragile because that should also help the player kind of understand that, okay, this is the portion that I need to protect because he does look a little more fragile.
It's true.
Matt pulling out the book there. By pulling out the book when you have enemies around, you charge up your double trigger gauge even faster. Well, you can charge it up while you're reading the book, I should say. You see,
cool.
V, he can't run like a superhuman, but he can ride on Shadow like this to do his traversal and run a lot faster, traverse a lot faster than he would be able to otherwise.
I wish my cat at home was this useful.
I love a comment.
And I have no idea. I guess Matt just wanted to show that off. Okay, that's cool. Sweet.
Carlo knows his shit,
All right,
yeah.
here we go.
Has to.
Pulling in Nightmare again. And if you've played Devil May Cry 1, you may recognize a lot of the moves that Shadow and Griffin do. And even Nightmare. Matt, one thing you might want to try if you get a couple different enemies into stalemate at the same time is you can combo his kind of final strike there. So you can really raise your style meter there if you have a couple different enemies in stalemate, and you can kind of basically just mash the circle button or the B button on the Xbox controller if you want, and if you combo it right, then you'll transport from one enemy to the next and kill them in succession, and that can get you some really big style points. This time, all right, he's used promotion to get on top of Nightmare. Hopefully the game doesn't bug
he's
out.
facing the wrong way.
And when he's on top of Nightmare like that, he can actually control Nightmare, as opposed to letting the AI control him. Also, you'll kind of notice that V has Kane stuck in Nightmare when he's doing that. The idea there is that if his Kane's in Nightmare, that's when Nightmare can finish off opponents.
No, Matt, cool fun fact, you probably didn't know this, but I met V like last Friday, and
Oh, cool!
yeah, we had a catch up. It's pretty cool. I mean, he looks very much like the game as well, I must say. So you can't miss him.
Nice.
So same,
Nice.
but really nice guy. And I think, you know, I met most of the team now from different characters, and they're all generally really nice people. So I think that makes a massive difference as well. You know, they're really like humble, genuine, nice guys, and I think just it's cool kind of keep in touch with all of them. So there might be some other cool things we might do in the future. But yeah, they're a good group of people. And yeah,
That's awesome.
nice guy.
You were saying that you're going to be at that show in Milan. Is anyone else going to be there, or is it just going to be
Yeah,
you?
I think it's just going to be me, unless someone else wants to join. But I'm flying over there for 4 days just to make sure that, yeah, I'm going to be doing signings, just be there, taking pictures, chatting to people who have got questions, and just being available really for anything they want to know. Capcom's going to be there as well, so should be quite fun. Really good just to kind of, yeah, be available. So there's a whole bunch of people already booked on. And we want to give away some merch as well. So anyone who's in Milan wants to get some free merch, we're going to be giving some stuff away. So do come down and grab some while it's there.
I've only been to Milan once
Nice.
before, but it is an awesome city.
There's a lot of cool stuff
Yeah.
going on. It's good for business. There's, you know, there's a lot of cool conventions there, and it's just, yeah, and it's quite easy. It's small compared to London. It's, you know,
Yeah.
you can't get lost that much as long as you I've got your phone on you. But yeah, it'll be really good. So I can't wait. So yeah, 8th till the 12th of March we'll be there. So it'll be good fun.
And Matt, have you done the Devil Trigger,
Yes.
Shadow and Devil Trigger
Yes, I have.
Griffin moves at all? So if you hold in, it'd be on the PlayStation controller, it'd be L2, and on the Xbox controller, it would be left bumper. You can hold that in, and you can hit either the melee button or the range button,
Yep,
and
there we
depending
go.
on whether you're holding that and which button you're hitting, the AI it'll power up Shadow or Griffin, and it'll kind of control them with the AI momentarily. But that only happens if you have at least one bar on your Devil Trigger meter. Nice.
Oh. Griffin's firing off all the shots.
マットさん、だいぶ V 練習したのかな
Iso-san says he thinks it looks like you did a little bit of practicing with V, huh?
I could have probably done with a bit more time, but yeah, I've not got it to a triple S yet. I'm gonna have to try harder. I need to put more.
でもちゃん
effort in.
とね、チャージしながらもう一方の魔獣で攻撃できてる気がするけど。
Yeah, one of the big things, one of the kind of hard things to do, and it looks like you're doing it, is charging, holding the button for
difficult.
one of the familiars while attacking with the other one. And by doing that, by always kind of having one of the familiars charge there, you can pull off the charge attack, by holding in square or triangle for a couple seconds and letting go. Those are just pretty powerful moves from both those guys.
Doing a bit of a live stream right now again, right here in the Capcom office,
Yep, Capcom Entertainment Europe, baby.
playing this amazing game, as you can see. We'll have this featured. Beautiful. Very cool.
Alright, give me the real stuff. Alright, here we go. I'll try and group them up. Can I get a hedgehog? There we go, a hedgehog. I love that move.
このエリアはうまくマッチングすると、
そうですね。
一緒にネロと合流して戦えるかもしれない場所です
And one thing that you guys really haven't got a chance to see, and partly because this is an old ROM, is that this is one of the areas where you can actually have the cameo system kick in. And you can match with someone, if you're playing as V, someone that'll come in playing as Nero, or vice versa. If you're playing as Nero in this one, V can come in.
There we go, like you said,
Nice.
comboing
Nice.
the kills. That's what it was. I'll take that.
Nice. Triple S. Nightmare wrecking everything.
Beautiful.
That's just so hectic.
Manic. Sweaty hands.
So you said you met the what is it, the scan model for V.
Yes.
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 What's he like?
Cool guy. His name's Owen. So
Okay.
cool guy. Generally, quite like that. So quite composed, quite relaxed, laid back. But yeah, I totally tell his facial expressions are exactly like how he is in real life. So it was kind of cool to be.
That's
like,
amazing. That's
yeah,
amazing.
Like, oh,
yeah,
cool.
he really is. He really is. He very is similar to V in that respect. And actually, V's voice actors are also very similar to V. Interestingly enough.
Yeah. I think it's interesting how, I mean, obviously, I guess I don't know how much about was prepped, because obviously you didn't really meet as much before we kind of got together, but just based more on the sort of a look and the feel of, the experience. But, in terms of the personalities, it does match quite well, I think. Nero is a bit more, a bit more out there, slightly cheeky. I'm a bit cheeky sometimes, I like to say what I think, so I don't mind if I offend someone, kind of thing.
I respect it. I definitely respect it.
Yeah. And D is a bit more, he's a bit more sort of laid back, composed. But yeah,
Very cool.
good team. But guys, I'm probably gonna have to head in a second, just because I've got a few other things.
Busy man.
Busy day today. Yeah. So I'm gonna head out. But it was a real pleasure coming down. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for joining us. It's been awesome to have you on the show.
Real pleasure. And stay in touch. I'll be putting up some more on my socials. The plug here, Carlo Baker.
I will tweet out your Instagram on the Twitter, the DMC Twitter. Yeah,
and any other, amazing. Any other questions? Looking forward.
Nice, Carlo. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, guys. See you soon. Cheers.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
You got any other tips for me, Matt? Have I missed out anything
Any
yet?
tips for me for V?
Yeah, for V.
I've
had less time with V than I have Dante.
まあでもチャージ結構大きい。
そうマクさんはうまく使えてるんだけど、シャドウ、ウニみたいにトゲトゲになる攻撃ね。あれは、何ボタンなんや。Y ボタンか。そう。Y ボタンのチャージ技なんあれがね、敵をひるます能力がすごく高くて、攻撃範囲も広いんで、シャドウのため技をうまく使って回していくと、最初は使いやすいかなと。
Yeah, you're doing a great job, man. I mean, the big thing, like I was saying earlier, is being able to kind of use your thumb to hold in one of the either whether it's the X or Y button, holding in one of them, and then attacking with the other one at the same time. And you're doing that. You're doing that. That works really well with Shadow because Shadow, his attack when you do that charge attack is this thing where he does, it's like a hedgehog essentially. I think it's called hedgehog actually.
Yes.
And all these different spikes kind of shoot out of him, right?
Yep.
That is really great as an area and effect attack, and also it helps to knock enemies back. So that's a good one to use. You're doing a good job so far, man. And for anybody that is kind of overwhelmed by the idea of having to potentially control multiple familiars at the same time, as I was saying before, you can do the double trigger by holding in L2. Oh, you did it just now.
That was just,
And now you'll see that one of the familiars, whichever one that you selected, whichever button you hit, is going to be controlled by the AI for a certain amount of time and be powered up. So then you can kind of focus on using the other one to attack. Nice. Have we done Royal Fork yet?
Yes, we have. I'll try and set up another one. Ooh, I need more devil trigger. They need to attack more. I haven't got time for the book.
Oh, that's right. Royal Fork is one that takes double trigger games.
Yeah.
That's true. Royal Fork is this special attack you can do with Beast. Here it is. Boom. With Beast Cane. And if you have multiple enemies in stalemate, when you use that, it takes a little bit of meter, but you can kill multiple enemies all at the same time, simultaneously. And it's also the only cane attack that you can do where it will take away a little bit of damage to enemies that aren't. There you go. Yep, did it again.
このステージ、この戦闘見て結構厳しいんで分かると思うんですけどね。V 手に入れというか V を使い始めたら、デルトリガーゲージなるべく早く増やしてあげた方がいいかなと。
Another thing is, this is pretty early in the game, so you haven't really gotten a whole lot of chance to raise your double trigger gauge yet, but it's a great idea when you're playing this V to raise that gauge so that you have more, increase that gauge to say, so that you have more of a chance to use all of the attacks that use the gauge.
Oh, one I haven't used yet is his the skewer. I haven't used skewer yet. I forgot about that. So I'll see if I can get Shadow back. It's the one where he pierces them. he gonna do it? Alright, so this should kill him.
Do it.
Bosh. Oh,
There you go. Boom.
Try again. Where are you? Come on, Shadow. Finish him with Skewer. And you can stand on it if I don't mess it up, which I did. I
Try
tried.
to stand on top. Now here's something. What happens is you'll notice that Griffin here, he's in orb state right now. What happens is Griffin's taking enough damage where, and now he's been revived. But where once either Griffin or Shadow have taken enough damage, they can't attack. They're in that orb state, and so in order to get them out of that orb state and so that they can attack again, you can just wait a certain amount of time, or if you want to hurry it up, you can get close to them. And when you're close to them, that'll help them
I've
revive
seen
you.
kind of like stroke the orb before when they're kind of like trying to revive. He'll kind of like almost like do this. Like if it's just they're in their orb form. They're kind of his pets, aren't they?
そうね。
Those are just like some of those details, man, that our artists, our animators, a lot of that stuff, like we didn't initially plan on putting it in the game. You know, it's like there's deadlines that we have to hit, there's schedules we have to hit, there's only so much money that we have to make a game.
I understand, yeah.
But the animators, like especially the animators and the modelers, all those guys, they want to make sure they make something that is really going to make the fans happy. And so they do their best to they work, sometimes they'll work overtime or whatever, just so that they can put in these little touches, you know. And I love that. It's those little touches that I think really make Japanese games sing.
What's that say? The rise and fall of Spencer. Is that like a Bionic Commando reference?
Is it? Is it a Bionic Commando reference? Was there a Spencer? I feel like there was a Spencer in Resident Evil too. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm expecting to see your name here in the credits, but there isn't. Okay.
Is my name up there, really?
No, unfortunately not. Garcia.
Yeah, the environment artists having fun with all the different stuff that we create here, man.
The attention to detail, man.
Oh, no, man.
Alright, we're going to get a bunch of roots appear to try and stop me from taking out this giant red orb. I'm trying to think if there's any Griffin attacks I've not used yet. He's got the back forward one, which kind of puts down like that electric thing, yeah. And crunch. Right, I have yet to take this one out without it kind of like drying up. I've still yet to actually do it.
Alright.
Shadow, attack faster. Nah, I'm not doing it. That's going to dry up. No, come on, hit it again. Yes! Alright, finally.
Oh, alright, there you go. You got him, man.
That was literally the last second. That's the first time I've done that. Right, see if I can find any of these secret orbs like Gabriel found. Is there any around here? Can you give me any tips? There isn't, is there? This is way too easy to
I
get
don't know,
to.
man.
This is way too easy to get to, so there can't be. Alright, I'm going to try it. Nope. Nope. Nope.
The great thing is we'll have...
Nope. Alright, fine. I'm not much of a treasure hunter, sorry.
The great thing is now we'll definitely have people that once they get the game they're gonna show us, they're gonna tweet at us, you know, like, look, Matt, I found the orbs.
Yeah, oh yeah, they will. There probably was some back there. I was just standing in the wrong place. There's a statue here. I wonder. To be honest, I don't actually know where any of the orbs are in this level. All right, someone better's gonna have to try that. I'm definitely not getting a fast clear bonus. All right, skip.
All right, here we go. All right. Now I think this is the first time you see these D'Angelo enemies in the game.
Okay.
Nightmare making short work of them.
あ、もうメロ行ってない
Ah, that kind of.
Get him.
Ah, you got.
Why is he angling it up? There we go.
Tearing them to pieces with both of them. Nice job.
ready for it.
Oh,
It's the big boss, man.
you were not ready, man.
I was definitely not.
And this is one of those areas that, with the cameo system, you can
Nero's
actually have
going in,
Nero
man.
playing with you. So you can see Nero's here. When you're not connected online, this is one of the areas where Nero will be controlled by AI. So it's not just you.
No, you don't.
Nice, and because you're controlling them, see,
Yep.
you're able to take out that enemy no problem.
He's got that kill power.
Yep, got the kill power.
No, I didn't get the last hit. Alright, got it anyway. Headshot gets so much bigger when you upgrade it. I abuse headshot because it works so well. I'm going to upgrade Shadow, put him into his... Have I got enough? I ain't got enough trigger. Alright, go.
So you'll use both your familiars to do an. It's like Griffin has plenty of health. Shadow's a little lower on health, but he's doing alright. Nice, and you notice when he called in Nightmare there, that restored the health for both Shadow and Griffin. So that's one thing that you can do if you're in a pinch. And Shadow and Griffin have both been taken down. They're both in their outer states. You really have no way to attack. If you have double turkey gauge, then you can call Nightmare in, and then they will automatically revive.
これロムバージョン古いやつやからネロがあんまりちゃんと戦ってくれてないね。
Yeah, there you go. He's on top of the Shadow there. You can do that. One thing to note for this particular version of the game, again, because this is an old version of the game, Nero hasn't been a whole lot of help to Matt. And in the retail version of the game, I think he's going to be a little stronger.
Okay, that's good to know. Aim it
Alright,
right.
trying
Aim
to
it
take
right.
him out with Nightmare there. Not happening. Boom.
His taunt was a cough.
His taunt was a cough.
Alright, come on, Nero, do something. I'm leaving this one to you. He is doing damage. Alright.
ネロがもうだって銃しか撃ってないもんね。
Yeah, you can tell, like the AI, like Nero's just kind of shooting. That's all he's doing. So, really not the best version of the ROM here.
Alright, I've upgraded them. They're going to kill him for me. Let's go,
ネロやられ
boys.
てるそう。
Nice.
これも相当やりごたえありますよね。最初出くわすと。
Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty decent, pretty long fight here.
Let's finish it.
And here we go. Boom. That's the end. Nice. There you go, dude. You did it.
I got there. I got triple S once, somehow. I think it was more by luck
Oh,
than
quick.
actual skill. I've
Change,
skipped.
There you go.
Skip.
You want to spoil anything?
No, yeah.
Man.
There we go. Yeah, so like I
Nice.
know it didn't. I did. Yeah, I just want to confirm.
Nice,
That.
dude. Good job.
Oh man, that was really enjoyable. Like the one thing I really do a lot.